And hello there folks, it's me RJB from RJBTV and welcome back to the fake RJBTV, playing against the one and only real Burgersasu. Let me just quickly find the match and then we're going to jump right in to the final game between these two players who have so far displayed some really high level gameplay and have so far both won 2 games each, which means, yes, that this is definitely going to be the final game to decide who gets to call themselves the cool guy, because there's not really anything that you win. You don't really win anything. It's just honor and bragging rights. The right to brag for another day until the next battle shows itself from around the corner, because the battle never ends. You might have won the battle today, but the war, yeah, that's what I wanted to say, the war never ends. It's a never-ending war between these two players. At least I assume it's one of the players who plays Burgersasu every single day. I'm just gonna assume, like, it's maybe Lee Baku, maybe Meppo, maybe someone else, JH, Trisha, I don't know. It could be anyone. Like, as long as they know me. And I don't think a lot of Koreans know about me. I do know Burgersasu knows about me, and a couple other players do, but I don't think a lot of players know who I am, so that does kind of limit the amount of possibilities as to who it could be. I'm gonna put my bets on probably Lee Baku, but I cannot say for certain, but he does play a little bit like him. But again, I can't say for certain. So Burgersasu here on the white Zerg. He's just enjoying that early game peace time when he has nothing to worry or fear about. Because the fake RJBTV is going for Nexus Gateway, as is tradition against Zerg. They both pick their races, they know exactly what's going on. We got the middle scout there from Burgersasu first. It's something that he didn't used to do in the past, but because the mid-gate has become way more common, scouting the middle first has become tradition. And as we both know, when something becomes tradition, you keep on doing it, even if there's no reason to do it. But this time around, there is valid reason. Because a mid-gate Protoss is pretty damn strong against a choking Zerg. Or let's just put it differently. A mid-gate Protoss is pretty damn strong against pretty much everything. Except 8 barracks, 9 supply depot into triple barracks. That is pretty strong against mid-gate. Aside from that, everything else is weak against it. Mid-gate is overpowered. You heard it first, you heard it from me, the one and only authority. Mid-gate is overpowered. So he saw the probe from earlier and he checks the middle to make sure that there's not a pylon being built. The pylon gets cancelled. RJB changed his mind. Zealot is on the way, but we have that small cute little sunken there in the middle and another there around the corner to make sure that the Zealot doesn't get in, and to make sure that the pylons don't get built right here to kill the hatchery with cannons. So Burgersasu is going for hatcheries, and he's going to probably get another 2 hatcheries before he really starts doing anything else. The goal at the moment for Burgersasu is to just grow the amount of drones he has, get another overlord, get a couple of hatcheries, just to get as much as he can out of this early game, economically speaking. Because he does scout the base that belongs to RJBTV Imposter, sees the double nexus. Of course he sees the double nexus, that is what he was expecting after all, because if you don't get rushed, yes, then the Protoss went for double nexus. There are some cheese options like going for 4 gateway and hiding the zealots and then just surprising the choke when there's only 1 sunken like this. But that's not something Lee Baku will ever do. I've not seen him ever do that, ever. Because I really do think this is probably Lee Baku. The chances are really high. He knows who I am, and I know who he is. So it has to be him. It has to be him. I've put together the pieces of the puzzle. It can only be him, and no one else. So we have a couple of hatcheries in the back. We got double gas. So actually it turns out that Burgersasu is not gonna drone up extremely hard. You went for a very quick and early double gas. Perhaps, if you ask me, a little bit too early, but he's way better than I am, so he knows what he's doing. if there's a person who knows what he's doing, it has to be Burgersasu. You do not question what Burgersasu is doing. He's pretty much always doing the exact right thing. But I do feel a little bit uneasy with how early he got the double gas. But it is all well planned out. Everything is as it is intended to be. So we got a Citadel of a Dune. He saw the Citadel, he saw the Robo, and is that a second Robo? This is Ford Bay, this is Stargate, and that is a Templar's Archive. So we will likely see not a fast Reaver drop, but a fast Templar Storm drop. Although with the timing on that Templar's Archive, he might just go for the Reaver drop into a High Templar drop, because his first shield is finished up, and I do, yeah, that's a Reaver. He queued up a Reaver. He's getting shuttle speed as well. Corsair's on the way. Corsair has two functions: to push these overlords away from the high ground, and to maybe fly into Burgersasu's base and get some information on what he is doing. Now, there are not a lot of different options for Burgersasu to be going for. Like, you can go for Hydralisks, maybe for a fast Lair and fast Mulisks. But if you play against Burgersasu, you can be pretty damn sure it's going to be Hydralisks. Burgersasu absolutely loves Hydralisks. Now, why is he only sending 2? Because this Corsair is there to also pull Hydralisks away from the shuttle that will soon be flying in with the Reaver. The Corsairs have 2 functions: push away vision, draw in units, and, well, that's 3 functions, and get some information. That's what he's going to do with this one. Maybe with this one. He's not sending it in. So no information gathering. Although now he's pulling a lot of the Hydralisks there towards the Corsair, pulls the remaining ones back. There's 2 Evo Chambers that are on the way for double upgrades. That's nice. He's getting a 3rd gas. He's on 5 hatch in the back, 2 in the front, so 7 hatch in total. That's actually a pretty good number. You can see it reflected in the amount of drones he has. 39 drones, about 6.5 minutes in. That's a pretty good amount. And now the question is, if he can easily defend this one shuttle drop, I expect him to get, I'd say, about 12 more drones before he starts building new Hydralisks. If he can prevent any Hydralisks from dying to the Reaver shot that's soon going to be coming in, he's not going to build any more Hydras for a little while, just focus on drones. If he loses the Hydras, he will have to build new ones, and that will of course hurt his drone count as well. It's kind of the options you have as a Zerg. If you lose units, you gotta replace them. If you do not lose them, no reason to replace them, just build more drones. Drop finds a great angle, goes in there. Reaver's too far away, cannot shoot on the drones. Ooh, big mistake there from RJBTV, who might be Libaku. Big mistake. Just unloads too far away. He could have easily unloaded here if he was just a little bit more patient and gotten a shut off on those drones. But Burgersasu literally lost nothing. He's got a level 1 attack for Hydas and Carapace as well. 2 more hatchers on the way. And as you can see, 15 drones are on the way. 15 drones. Because he did not lose a single Hydralisk. Maybe he lost 1 or 2 actually to the Zealots that were dropped as well. But that just gives him room to just get drones all day. Just drones, 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 and more drones, and get the economy fat, big, and beefy. Like, that economy is going to be rolling really hard. He's almost at the same worker count as Li Bokgu, who went for, I think, 66 probes. Here he has 66 probes, double nexus, very consistent production. 5 robots on the bottom, 4 finished up, 1 still on the way. I assume he has Scarab damage up. Drop comes in. Drop comes in. Kills a lot of Hydralisk there. Lost the Reaver or the High Templar. I was too distracted with very not important things. Missed that one, that's my bad. But the drones stayed alive, so luckily we did not miss miss drones dying. I'm pronouncing words weirdly. Oh, drop comes in, turns around. He's just distracting. Drop on the front, that's a real one. Templar's on the scene, Templar's drones running to safety. Dodges right into the... Ooh, almost got him. Almost got him. It looks like the storm was right here, and the drones were right below it. Oh, very close call. So 5 drones die, 50 stay alive. Extremely close call that would have ended the game. Because as you can see, Burgersasu is very low on minerals. It would have ended the game right there and then. But the fact that he managed to keep those drones alive by like 2 or 3 centimeters, that saved the game. It's going to allow him to grow bigger and get more Hydralisks, because that's what he has to do. He has enough drones at the moment. 54 at the moment is enough. They're getting back to work. The economy is slowly getting back up to pace. It's 4, 8, 10 hatcheries. We're not seeing a frontal push from RJBTV here. Mainly going for the drop play. The drop play has been pretty good, but I would have liked to see both drop play and a frontal push. You might still go for that though. You might still go for a combination of a frontal push and a drop, because we do see a large amount of zealots here waiting in the front. Now there's also a large amount of shuttles on the way from the robotics, so he's probably going to load up as much as he can, but no frontal attack is going to happen. So it's all going to be fire and attention focused on one single method of approach, method of attack, and that is drops, shuttles coming in. And it's a good choice when you're this close. You might as well just shuttle those units in, pull the shuttles back home, and let the units attack. Drop comes in from the other side. That's the real drop. Ooh, there's nothing in there. It's a fake one. This RJBTV guy, the fake one, probably Libaku, is being very tricky with his moves. And there comes another drop. Like, when you save and preserve the shuttles, like he's doing, you shift click them back to your choke after you unload. You can really quickly pick up new things. Oh, that was very... Oh, I wanted to say it was a very good dodge, but he loses 20 drones, and there's another storm. They're ready to go. Templars getting closer. No energy on the Templars, though. Oh, storms. Oh, very close. Very close. Very, very close. More Templars, but they both get taken down. That was extremely close. Extremely close. I'm honestly not sure how Burgersasu is managing to dodge those storms. I mean, he did lose a lot of drones, a lot of them. He's still in the game, has a lot of Hydralisks as well, with level 1 upgrades, has Scourges as well. Scourges can snipe those shuttles out of the air very easily. They tried to go over the front, sees an Overlord there, turns around, has different plans. Actually, these are empty. Okay, those are empty. He's waiting for rounds of Reavers and shuttles at the moment. Drops on the bottom corner, but that is not gonna go too well. The idea is not bad. The units just unloaded very slowly. Here comes a real drop though from the front. Real drop from the front. Burgersasu is... It's no High Templars, just Zealots. But that does hurt Burgersasu. Having to pull the drones off the minerals, it does hurt him. But he's now back to 62 drones. He recovered and now has more workers than before, because the Hydralisk defense has been cheap but highly effective. He's been taking down those shuttles drops without really losing a lot of units, except drones. So the plus side of that is that yes, you do lose drones, and it does hurt your economy. You do not have to build new Hydralisks, which is great, because that means you can just use all your larvae for new drones, and you can recover pretty quick. Drop comes in yet again. It's just non-stop dropping. Running to safety to the north, runs away. Reaver is too far away to hit those drones. And there might still be more in there. It's largely Zealots unloading. No High Templars in the mix. There's a High Templar, but it's too far away to hit the drones. It hits a couple of them, but not all of them. Like 6 go down. That was an acceptable amount of dead drones. Acceptable. Acceptable. If you're a Zerg, you will take losing 6 drones over 60 any day of the week. Any day of the week. So this one's going to fly all the way around, but luckily for Burgersasu, we have a lot of Overlords hanging here on the left. That drop is going to get spotted very easily. I think at the moment it's just way better for the RJBTV Libaku to just go over the right side. But he's going to try to go for a beautiful setup of a double drop. This one is distracting, pulling attention, but there's so many Scourge, they're going to individually use 2 per shuttle and take them down. But now from the right side, the real drop comes in. Lurkers are on the scene. Templar Storm dodges the storm. Pulled away just on time. It's really amazing how close all of those drops have been. Even the ones that killed drones have been very close to being a game-ending drop. But I think that by now, the RJBTV guy here might have to switch his method of attack. Because I think that with the lurkers now on the scene, and a very high amount of scourges hanging around at the base, hydralisks everywhere, drones at 86, that is going to become progressively more difficult for these drops to really land. It's going to be more difficult and more difficult and more difficult as time goes on. Templars are too far away. So far away. You're just going to storm on hydralisks. He's going to get something done. Not much. It's something, but not much. But it's honest work, but it's not much. And the drones do return safely home. And now it's time for a Queen's Nest. Like, I think Burgersasu has enough drones, he's got enough money coming into the bank, he needs a little bit more gas, but first he needs a Queen's Nest, get the hive, and progress onwards to greater technology options. Because we have carriers on the way from Lee Bok-gu, who's posing as the name RJBTV. I'm saying it a lot, because now that I know that it's Lee Bok-gu, I am no longer able to refer to him as RGB. I just know that, okay, it's Lee Bok-gu. It has to be Lee Bok-gu. Who else could it be? This is Lee Bok-gu. When I look at this, yes, this looks like Lee Bok-gu to me. It looks like him. Exactly like him. The APM, the EAPM, the playstyle, the things he said, it has to be him. It cannot be anyone else. I've put together the pieces of the puzzle. Detective RJB TV is on the case. Well, was on the case. The case has been solved. I think it's our, drop coming in. With a bottom. He's trying the same angle. We have some units in between. Lurkers everywhere. Unloading. Can the High Templars storm on time? It's too far away. Gets taken down. The second one gets taken down as well. The third one as well. 3 High Templars. There might be one more in there. It does no. There was not one more in there. Only 3 High Templars. And not a single one gets the privilege of throwing down the lightning on those poor, hard-working drones that are always in harm's way. They're always the goal. No one is giving the drones a break. They deserve a raise. Now we have a lot of cannons on the side there. He's going for a very turtled approach. Switching over into more carriers. We have a hive now officially on the way. And 3 more hatcheries that are being built on the side. 98 drones. Getting spores on the side because I think he kind of knows what's coming next. Shuttle drops, because that's what's been happening so far, the entire game. Finds a good angle. The High Templars too far away. Gonna try to hit those drones. Drones run to the south, run to the east. They dodge the storm. I say 10 do go down. Another storm hits him as well. Another 6 go down. But most of the drones, once again, do stay alive. 75 still cooking. Still mining, still working. But this time around, actually, he did lose a lot of hydralisks. A lot of hydralisks did go down. His supply dropped by 40 or 50. So the constant running to safety with those drones, it is doing a number on his income. Because he's simply not allowed to really have consistent income. He has short moments of income. And then there's breaks in between. It slows him down. It's annoying. But he is still alive, and that's the most important part. His right bottom side has become stronger with the fortification of those spores. We have queens, we got more scourges, we got carriers building up there on the lower eastern region of Lee Bok-gu's base, close to his minerals, slowly transitioning into a high carrier number with his 7 Stargate production. It's not a lot, but it's working. Comes in, great, and snare. Templar on the scene, Templar storms. Ooh, this time around he actually gets a pretty good amount. 8, 1, 11 kills on that one. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good drop. He went down to 77. It's still a very high amount of drones. Oh, sorry for that one. Still a very high amount of drones that he's got going for him. But his minerals are really low. Look at his minerals. It's just really, really low. Like, the dropping has been very consistent. And as we can see, it looks like Lee Bok-gu wants to go for a mind control to get those workers under his control and build his own Zerg army to try and break. But that's not gonna happen. It gets taken down. Well, there was probably just some Templars in there. We got the carriers now announcing themselves, getting ensnared. They have level 221 upgrades, and we have 22 there on the Hydra, so the upgrades are about even on either side. We have Hatchery, Greater Spire. We do not have the Defiler mount yet. We do have a third Evo chamber in the front, getting level 3-3 there for his ground. So that's looking very good. The game is now looking very good for Burgersasu as he has 101 drones. But do keep in mind, a lot of those drones aren't going to turn into structures. Drop comes in, everything gets sniped, High Templar does not arrive on the scene, drones are safe and sound, and the carriers do break into the base. He's going to have to ensnare them right now. Great ensnare slows them down, but will it be enough? The carriers are slowly making their way towards the hive. Let's select the hive. Is he going to get the hive? No, he's not, but that's a lot of damage. Actually, he might get the hive. He didn't have Devourers on time. The carriers are going to take it down. The carriers are not dying fast enough. The carriers stay alive for a very long time, and goodbye hive. That hurts. That will slow down Burgersasu's economy, I'd say by about 33%. Actually, someone in the comments actually did the math. They actually tested out how much you're mining comparatively to having a main as compared to not having a main, and yeah, it's about 33% less. So that's gonna hurt Burgersasu. He's still alive, lost his hive, lost his Greater Spire, did not get the Defiler mount on time, getting more spores on the side. He's on 99 drones, he's very healthy. The carriers really just stay alive. Like, damn. Carriers are beefy boys, although not for much longer because we've got Devourers on the map, and Devourers do hard counter the carriers. But the carriers have done their job. They have killed the hive, which of course also hurts the economy. Devourers take care of the carriers, and now we're going back to the drops, big drops. There's gotta be a lot in there. He's chasing the drones, gets a great storm, kills everything. That was hotkey. Everything was hotkey got killed except one single drone. More Templars unloading. Ooh, storming the remaining drones. Huge, nasty, disgusting storms. Down from 99 to 32, now 44, 53. He's rebuilding those drones very quickly. But, oh, there's one more High Templar. It's weighing the storm. It storms on one single drone. That hurts as well. It hurts. It hurts so much. But now he's back to 72. But it did cost him a lot of money. It cost him 2,400 minerals to rebuild the 40 drones that he just made. It took a lot out of him. A lot out of him. But he's still alive. His economy is working yet again. We have the Varus against air. We have Corsairs on the way now. A couple carriers are still there, killing spores on the sides and hanging them back when they lose the interceptors. This game so far has been quite interesting. It's all been happening on this very tiny, small little space on the map, but we've seen quite some variety. I mean, a lot of drops. We've seen carriers be effective against Zerg. Usually they are not. Now we got Corsairs joining the party, getting ensnared. Corsairs not that great when they're ensnared. The Varus are trying their hardest. We do not have a Greater Spire at the moment, so the Varus, if they go down, will not be replaced. We do have a hive, actually. We got a hive. We're getting mind control as well. He really wants to get his drone. He failed in game number, I believe, number 3. He got the mind control, but then died. Maybe it was game number 4, not too sure. Sniping. Oh, no, not sniping the shuttles. They unload. Is there a High Templar in between? High Templar dies way too quick. We have like 20. Oh, he gets a storm off. Huge storm. Huge one. Kills 30 drones or something like that. Burgersasu at this point has to cancel these hatcheries. Cancel them right now. Like, that's 600 minerals. That's 12 drones. Hopefully he cancels those 2 hatcheries. He doesn't need them. He does not need these 2 hatcheries. Cancel them, make 12 drones, and recover faster than if you let those hatcheries finish. And he doesn't cancel them. Does not cancel. Nope, no cancel. So it's going to take a little longer for him to recover. Actually, oh, he canceled both of them. And he makes Scourges and a Greater Spire. Is he gonna make drones? No drones at the fighter mount. Drop comes in yet again. Very abusive playstyle here from Lee Baku. Just going all in on basically... Oh, ouch! Huge drop. Disgustingly huge drop. Down to 28. And he's got 25 drones on the way. He's going all in on Scourges because there's literally... He's going for scouts. Oh, yeah, this is Lee Baku. Like, now I know without a doubt. With 100% certainty. It is Lee Baku. Because I've seen a lot of Lee Baku Protoss and Zerg replays, and he feels a need to build scouts more often than not. He loves scouts. They're a meme unit. Like, he's laughing. He's laughing. He's having so much fun. He's having so much fun. Embarrassing Burgersasu with the scouts. He's having so much fun. He's laughing. This is what makes Lee Baku feel happy and joy. Feel happiness and joy in his life. I mean, I like the scouts as well. It's cute. Will it work? I don't know. I've seen Lee Baku die because he went for scouts. Is this one of those games, or is it going to work? A lot of Scourges in between. This Templar unloads, but the Templar dies. Scouts were escorting the shuttles. The scouts gonna get hunted down there by the Scourge as well. They're not fast enough. Goes for the carriers instead. That's one carrier down, another one heavily damaged. Burgersasu now 53 drones, still alive. Lee Baku failing to put the nails into the coffin. We got Plague on the way. Consume as well. Double the fighter mount in the front, getting triple the fighter. Triple the fighter. Triple the fighter. Oh, he's hunting for overlords. Oh boy, look at them go. Like, they take him down so quick. They take him down so quick. One volley, another volley. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, does not kill the fighters on time. I think he killed one of them. Scouts don't have a lot of ground damage. He's just gonna hunt for overlords and try to supply block Burgersasu. Finds the fighter mounts. Ooh, that's painful. Manages to scare those scouts away from their prey and make them find easier to kill stuff. Overlords specifically, which he's finding on the sides. 60 drones now alive. Scourge on the hunt. 2 scouts paid a price for existing. They paid a price for existing, which is death. Comes in there over a hole. Beautiful hole. Goes very deep into the hole. And he makes the hole not feel pain because the Templar Storm does not connect with any drones. But he went in pretty deep. He found the right opening right here. Beautiful opening. Everything is here located on the bottom. Nothing is on the top. Scouts. 2 groups of scouts. Hunting on 2 locations. He's juggling his attention on 2 groups. Like, at this point, it's just like he's just being bad-mannered. He's just poking fun at Burgersasu. He's just going all in on the fun factor. He's like, I'm so much better than you. I can beat you so easily. I'm gonna go for all the scouts you can imagine, and I'm gonna win. That's his plan. Great Plague. Like, every single scout gets Plague. That's beautiful. That's a drop comes in. Drop gets sniped. Great target fire. Scouts die very quickly as they got plagued, and this is where the scouts become absolutely terrible. As you saw right there, the scouts, they came, they saw, and they immediately got absolutely murdered. Immediately. I mean, they did take down some overlords, but the... Oh, what's that? That's 4 zealots to kill spores? That's cute. Scouts again on the top. New scouts have arrived. These are the remaining scouts. Actually, it looks like he's not building any more new scouts. He's switching over to the next unit in line. So the scouts are hunting overlords, and he's going to go for... Okay, he's building scouts again. He's building scouts again, guys. It is back to the scout. It's back to the scouts. The Boy Scouts have arrived. He finds the Greater Spire on the far left. There's a drop trying to get in here under the escort of very beefy Scouty boys. But the Scourges can't go in. Can't go in. If he goes in with the Scourge, the Scouts kill the Scourge. Also, I haven't talked about upgrades, but the upgrades are pretty much all maxed out except for these. The attack upgrade comes in with a drop over the front. Over the front, tries to snipe. High Templar cannot storm. It started the animation of attempting the storm got taken down. And scouts again on the left side taking on overlords. Like, he attacks on the right, does something on the left. Does something on the left, attacks on the right. It's a beautiful game of misdirection. And he's gotten results with the misdirection, but Burgersasu is not dead yet. And you do want to have him dead pretty fast, pretty soon, pretty quick. Because he has been growing stronger after losing the hive. He was at an all-time low shortly after losing the hive and those drones. He was in pretty bad shape, but he's recovered quite well. 88 drones. His bank is not that big, but it's big enough, and if he can keep those drones alive, it will remain just big enough. And he has 12, 13, 15 hatcheries. That's okay. And again, killing the overlords doesn't do too much. He's smiling yet again. He's smiling. He's enjoying this. I said it before, he's enjoying this so much. I mean, I'm enjoying it as well. It's kind of fun to watch, but also a little bit frustrating because you know, we both know, that if he had gone for perhaps something else, maybe he would have already won. Maybe he would have already won. To him, humiliation of the Burgersasu is more important than winning. That's what I'm seeing right here. He wants to completely humiliate him by using mass scouts to put the final nail into the coffin. But he's not realizing that Burgersasu is still alive and pulling nails out of his own coffin and making his great escape. Comes in with a mass recall? It's always going for stasis, but the drones ran to safety. Drones run to safety, but they do make their return. It's gonna go for another stasis, I assume. No. So, literally nothing happened. And all the scouts, well, most of them are still alive. He's gonna go for, I assume, another attempt at mind controlling the drone, because he hasn't gotten a drone mind control yet. He has not yet succeeded, and he's had a Dark Archon a couple times, but they all seem to have died every single time. Drop comes in over the front. Hydras are relocating. Flies away, tries to fly around. There's spores on the other side. And he just makes his way through. He just cannot approach those drones from that angle anymore. Burgersasu has fully recovered, and his defenses are operational. Like, look at the line of spores on the side. Beautiful. And a couple spores on the left side as well. More hatcheries are on the way. His drone, his mineral count is now on 42, 4,300. Yeah, he's getting richer, slowly, because Lee Baku is not actually killing anything. He's just throwing away units time after time and not actually killing anything. So that's great for Burgersasu. Burgersasu is recovering, he's still alive. And as the game goes on, the window to kill him will get smaller and smaller. The Vars are on the way. The anti-scout unit, the Vars. Guardians are being produced as well, and he still has some upgrades being researched. So we'll shuttle over the front, gets a beautiful plague on the scouts, goes to the backside, and all he has to do is target that shuttle, gets an ensnare on the shuttle as well, so it goes down. Got two carapace to attack there on the air. Scouts make their escape, taking down as many overlords with them as they can. But again, no supply block. Oh, yeah, he got his own Sunkens there as well. But who cares? He doesn't need the Sunkens. He doesn't need them. Lee Baku has not attacked over the front ever. Ever. He's just been attacking over the side with air and shuttles. Once again, overlords go down. Supply blocked, but unsupply blocked within a matter of seconds. Burger is on point. He's on point. He's on point. And now it starts with small attacks on his bottom corner. Small attacks on his bottom corner. The Guardians are ready to break through. The Scouts are making their return home, but a lot of them are on low HP because they got plagued earlier. We got High Templars on the wall, ready to storm the Guardians. We have the very first frontal attack of the game. The very first frontal attack. And it's literally doing nothing at all because its Zealots tripping out because they cannot reach the Sunkens. They're just tripping out. He runs through. Oh boy. Gets in there. And he's gonna kill a couple of Sunkens, or maybe nothing at all. This game has had a very slow pace, but now we're picking up the pace. Sniping the Defilers, actually. Ooh, kills one more, gets a beautiful Dark Swarm, plagues the scouts as well, sniping Morphin Guardians and the Vars out of the sky, but we have Mulisks arriving on the scene. That's a Greater Spire. He killed... No, the other one is still alive. And this stays alive by 51 HP. 51 HP. He's still in the race. He's getting more Zergling upgrades. Getting, I think, level 3 attack for air. Level 3 Carapace just finished up on the other one, like here. Just finished up. So he's almost at maximum upgrades. He's almost at having a lot of Guardians. He's morphing 7. He's got more Mulisks that are on the way. He's got a lot of gas. Like the gas has been building up over time. Gateways being proxied there by RJBTV. Panels being built on the middle for probably cannons. Gonna drop there on the left side. Probably gonna go in over the front. And the Guardians start the attack. He starts the attack. Overlords might have units in them, I'm not sure. I don't think he has supply space for putting anything in Overlords. It's gonna be Guardians in small numbers attacking, trying to peel away at the outer layer of Lee Baku's base. And Lee Baku is switching over into serious mode. He is not gonna fuck around with scouts any longer. It's time for Dragoons and High Templars, because the scouts have served their time. And oh boy, did they achieve absolutely nothing at all. They did absolutely nothing at all. Like, they did absolutely nothing, in my opinion. Like, they did kill stuff, but none of it was meaningful. Everything was kind of a waste of time. Now Burgersasu is big and strong. Oh, he storms his own probes because he has 33,000 minerals. He believes that if he can just turn all that probe supply into army supply, he can win the game. This shows a little bit of desperation on Elite Baku's part. A little bit of desperation. Just a little bit of desperation. So we got a pretty good stasis on a lot of Guardians. The Guardians not dead. Just hanging there, waiting, biding their time. Waiting to leave the frozen zone. And the Dragoons are going for a counter-attack. The High Templar is waiting. Well, actually, the Guardians come out of stasis. And the Dragoons are not coming in to kill them. He's going to go for a frontal attack instead. A little bit of a puzzling move. I would really expect him to take care of the Guardians first and then attack the front. But he's going for the front right here, right now. He's getting Maelstrom for Guardian to lock the Guardians in the sky and have an easy target of Storm. Huge army attack on the front. Like, this is a huge army. It's really big. It's massive. This is a lot of Dragoons. No probes mining. Just Dragoons coming in. Everything has become a Dragoon. Everything has become a Dragoon. Building cannons in the middle. Probably gonna get robots in the middle as well. Reavers are joining the party. He's breaking through the front door. We have Guardians entering Lee Baku's base. There's actually no cannons in the back. It's absolutely crazy. One cannon in the back. Absolutely nothing else. He's out of his mind. He's absolutely out of his mind. Absolutely out of his mind. Dragoons pushing forward. Guardians and Hydras ready for the defense. He has a Defiler on the scene as well for maybe a Plague or a Dark Swarm. Reavers are joining in. Great Maelstrom. Great Storm. That's going to be the thumbnail, I'm sure of it. Looks beautiful. Goes in with a huge drop. Is it a drop? There's nothing. Well, there's a lot of stuff to kill in the back. There's a lot of stuff to kill in the back. Gets the Dark Swarm, gets the Plague. Breaking into Burgersasu's space. This should have happened 20 minutes ago. This should have happened 20 minutes ago. Killing the Nexus. There's nothing in the back to kill the Lurkers, actually. He's just gonna go and spend all of his money on trying to break into Burgersasu's base. He broke the front door, but then got expelled. Got expelled with a lot of force. The remaining probes on the gas go down. He actually only has 3 probes, and one of them is on the top here, on the middle. He's gonna run out of gas. He has to build Zealots at this point. He's moving forward, burning through his minerals. Scourges are hitting the Arbiters. We got the Corsairs joining in. I'm not sure which way this is gonna go, because at this point, Burgersasu can lose and Lee Baku can win, but the opposite can happen as well, because This is painful. But this is a lot of army. This is a lot of army. He's got 3 probes. Everything else is army. But I don't see zealots in the mix. He needs zealots. He desperately needs zealots and observers. He's got no observer. He has no observer. Oh my god. What? No observer? Oh my god, he has nothing to kill the lurkers. Oh my... Okay, there's the observers. He has observers. They're arriving on the scene just a little bit late, but they're here. Great Plague on a Reaver, some Dragoons. He's gonna break forward, gonna push forward. He's gonna hunt down those Arbiters. We got this... Nothing connects. Nothing connects. Oh no! The observers are on the side. They get taken down. There's one observer still alive. Oh my god, he's... Whoa. I don't know which way this is gonna go. He's losing his base. And Burgersasu is losing his base as well. Is there still an observer? The final observer, I heard it die. It just died. The final observer just died. He can still build a couple more of them. He has the robos. He has the observatory. He's got no gas. Never mind. He does not have gas for an observer. He literally cannot afford an observer. This absolute doofus of a man is gonna lose because of this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This absolute doofus of a man decides to play around, fuck around, and oh boy did he find out. You do not play around with Burgersasu, because he will kill you. He's gonna smack you in the face and make you regret ever making fun of him. That's exactly what happened. Libagu was here to make fun of Burgersasu, and Burgersasu was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna slap you in the face. He's gonna pimp slapped him right out of existence. Pimp slapped him right out of existence. Like, all of a sudden Libagu was humble. He was like, oh well, good game, I'm gonna leave now and see you next time. He got humbled pretty hard. Anyway, that's it for today and for this series. The fake RJBTV imposter, now also known as Libagu, gets pimp slapped, and Burgersasu wins yet again.